So, let's get started with the first lesson of Mooselang. Now, in Mooselang, there's only one consonant. M. But there are other vowels. A, E, I, O, U. But these are pronounced in different ways. This would be A, E. This can be E or E kind of sound. O, U. And then you can also create diphthongs. So, I, A, oi, wo, o, and so on. Now if you have two vowels in a row, it's just going to elongate the sound. So you could have ma and ma. Ma, 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 ma. So those are the sounds. You can have one consonant, multiple vowels which you can combine together to make different sounds, and you can also elongate one vowel sound by adding it on to the end. In Mooselang, sentences will start with a marker. So if you're saying just a statement, it'll start with me or me. If you're going to ask a question, it'll be ma. If you're saying a command, like you should go do this, it'll be momo. If you want to say don't do something, you would add the prefix for don't, so mo. So that's a prefix. If you're promising something, it'll be ama. So this is the first part of the sentence. The next part of the sentence would be a verb. So this is the type of sentence. Then you would have a verb, or this could be maybe an adjective. They're not quite the same as with English. Adjective, where here our verbs and adjectives can be interchanged. So for example, the word for beautiful is mema. So you can say mema to be beautiful, is beautiful, to be beautiful, or you can use it as an adjective. So mema, beautiful. And then your nouns or your subject would go over here. So, the word for moose is moom. So this is a statement. Now, Mooselang doesn't have articles such as a or the, so it's just based on context. This would be something like, I am saying that the moose or a moose or moose in general are beautiful. Or this one would be a question. Ma, mema, moo. Are moose beautiful? I don't know. Or a command wouldn't really make sense in this context, but you can promise that the moose will be beautiful. Right now we don't have tenses, so the verbs don't change based on tense. There's other words for adding past, present, future. But this is just simple sentence building. So to learn is memu. And pronouns will be me for me, moo for you, and ma for they. Now in Mooselang, there are no plurals or singulars. That's also based on context. So this can be plural or singular for any gender, and then this would just be me or us, you or you all over there, and so on. So this would be me, memu, me. So I am learning. What are you learning though? What is the object of the sentence? Well, the object will have an object marker, so it can go before the subject or after the subject. And the object marker is E, or, well, this is pronounced but if the previous thing was a vowel, you will then add two M's, so a longer sound. So an object will have this marker. What am I learning? Well, the Moose language is moo, moo, and then the suffix for language, which is mim. and then it's the object. Though, in this context, I can learn a language, but the language can't learn me. So the object marker is optional, but we can add it. That does make it a bit of a mouthful. Me, memu, me, Muumuumim, me. So you can leave this part off and just say, I am learning, or are you learning? Because you won't say, is the language learning you? No, we can say, ma, memu, mu, Muumuumim. Okay? Now, if you want to say, this is that, you don't need a verb for it. There's no to be verb. You'll simply just put what it is, or what you are, or what they are, in the verb position. So think of it as, let's say I'm a programmer, so think of it as like the verb to be a programmer. It's not really quite a verb, but that's what it will be formed like. So the word for programmer is mo, ma, ma. And then there's a suffix for person who does a thing. Mom. So doer. And this is programming. So remember, student is memu. And then you could add mom to make it a student. So this is student and programmer. So I could say, I am a programmer. Me, mo mama, mom, me. I am a programmer. Or, are you a student? Ma, memu, mom, mu. Okay? So the sentence structure is different from English, but it's still pretty simple. It's just kind of placing things in the correct part. Now, how about asking who, what, when, why, where questions? So if we're asking, what is that? There is a set of questions or correlatives, something. So let's say we're going to have the word for what, or that, let's just say that. Or we'll have some, like someone, or anyone, or everything. Will be a different one, and none. So there's going to be a table of how these are linked together for our word building. So if we don't know what it is and we're thinking about a thing or a person, has the form mio, and then this will be mio for what, mio for that, ma mio for this, so this is local, like close nearby, oi mio for some, so you'll notice that these will all have the same beginning, I mio for everything, and a mio for none, so nothing. Okay, so that's a thing. What about for where, or a location? The location word is mia. So you'll have umia, amia, oimia, aimia, and aimia. Okay, so you just remember what the prefix is for a question, or that, this, some, every, none, and then you have your location prefix. So, where, question, like what location? Umia, where? There, somewhere, everywhere, and so on. Then we have mu for time, mu for manner, like how, and memo for reason. So once this table is filled out, you can say, for what reason did something happen? Oh, for this reason. Or, how do you do this? Well, this is how you do it. Or, how do I need to do my job? Well, in some manner, in any manner, just do your job. What time? That time, always, never, and so on. So, this can be filled out, and it's also on the dictionary online. So let's look at how to actually use these. Okay, so this is some basic question words, correlatives. So, what if you want to ask, what is that? Well, first we have a question, so we're going to start off with ma. And you could say, you know, I am a programmer. So remember that form. That was statement programmer me. So this is what is that? So you would say umio and then amio. What is that? So question, what is that? Or you could say that is, well, what is it? I don't know, maybe it's a moose. You can say it is a moose. That is a moose, this is a moose. Me mumu amio, or me mumu amio. That is a moose. Make sense? So you can combine these with different forms where you're using why is it a moose? How is it a moose? Or just different things. And again, check out the dictionary. It'll have everything marked as like if it's a noun. And again, these are kind of interchangeable. If you're using a noun as that is a moose, or like using is a moose as a verb, moosing, moose, it's a moose. Moose is the verb because you're currently a moose. How about we're saying, I am learning. Well, what are you learning? So let's start with that. Remember, statement, I am learning. Me, me, mu, me. I am learning. Okay. Me, me, mu, me. I am learning. But what are you learning? So you would ask, ma. Okay, now we are asking what, but we're also asking what they're learning. So we can't put the what here. We're not saying this is that. We're saying what are you learning? So what is the object? So what are you learning? You're learning something. Well, this would be mu because you're asking you. What are you learning? So what? Umio. And remember the object marker is me, or just e, or sorry, this is me and e. Now, does it make sense to say, what is learning you? That doesn't really make sense. So you could leave it off, or you could keep it on. You can be explicit if you'd like, or you can think about it ahead of time and say, well, it doesn't make sense to have it the other way, like it is learning me. But, so, what are you learning? And then you could respond with, I am learning to program. So you can say, me, mamu, me, and then remember what the word for programming is. Mo mama. Now, again, could have the object marker, we can leave it off. Programming doesn't learn us, we learn programming. I am learning to program. Okay, so let's add the actual translation just so it's a little bit more understandable. This is a statement. And this is a question, statement. Learning, or learn, let's just put in just kind of a general verb form. Learn. Learn. This is me. This is you. This is me. And this is program, or programming. And what? So, me, memu, me. I am learning. Ma, memu, mu, umio. What are you learning? Me, memu, me, mo, mama. I am learning to program. So remember, if you're interested in learning more, we have lessons up on the GitHub page, as well as the dictionary. It's in a CSV format, so it's nice and parsable. And also we have a Facebook group, so you can communicate and post other, artwork in Mooselang, or comics, stories, whatever you like. Ask questions, just converse, chat, and so on. The key to learning a new language is to use it a lot. So, please join us. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I'll see you later.